Alright, so here we are for another of my lovely little interviews, and to start off in the famous networking term, what is your 30-second commercial?
My 30-second commercial. My name is Jennifer Stanford Insurance Agency. We focus on assisting our clientele with all of their insurance needs, so we try and take care of everything they could possibly need, maintaining a strong connection with them and making sure they're taken care of in the best way possible.
Excellent, perfect, thank you. One thing, with 2009 being such an interesting year, I always like to ask people is, what changes have you made in 2009 and kind of what are your plans for 2010?
Everyone was affected in 2009, no matter big or small. And for us in the insurance industry, everyone still needs insurance, but certainly we reached out to our clients to make sure that we could help them in any way possible to get their premiums in control and let them know what their options were. So that was one way. For 2010, our marketing plan has just changed a little bit, focusing on advising clients a lot more as to what coverage means. I certainly don't like to see people reducing their limits, but rather increasing their deductibles to keep it affordable. A lot of people don't understand the differences and what they're sacrificing, so that's what we do.
So basically education, which is important.
Educating people a lot more, yes.
Perfect, I like that. The next question would be, do you have any tips or resources you might be able to share with the viewers from your business perspective?
Certainly. In insurance, for example, you have to know your market. You have to know who your target market is. For us, last year, there was a lot of real estate brokers, a lot of mortgage brokers, trying to connect with them and let them know, hey, your clients have options and how we can affect them. So we just really reach out to the people that we know are going to be the most benefit to us, that we can mutually benefit. I think it's really important to know a mutually beneficial relationship for any business.
Okay, excellent. When you go out there and network, it's, I think, a very big key, because there's so many people out there, and networking is kind of the newest term, and everyone's out there, but you're going to meet 100 people, but who are you going to remember? So I always tell people, have a story, have something memorable, so people really remember you in the long term. So what is your memorable story? Probably,
in a nutshell, my memorable story would be when I was 18, I traveled Europe for 3 months, and I just fell in love with photography. So I opened a photography studio when I got back at the age of 19, and it was a short-lived dream, but it's one of those dreams that I hang on to all the time. I ended up being passionate about it enough to know that I wanted it to be my hobby and not my career, and then I ended up falling into insurance, and I've never looked back.
Perfect. Another thing that kind of came out of 2009 is the whole talk about personal branding, and I think people kind of understand now that it's very much important that they are individuals, not just attached to companies, but individuals in themselves. So have you defined your brand, and if yes, what is it?
Yes. The most important thing to me when I founded this insurance industry or agency was that I was able to connect with my clients and handle everything for them. I developed that relationship, they have trust in me, and they have the convenience of coming to me for anything they need. So I've departmentalized my agency, and I have specialists in commercial, in auto, in life, in home, all of which we all work together to make sure that the client has the best experience with everything that they need.
Okay, excellent. A lot of times when I see people, I think a lot of people get the understanding that they really want to support and help people pay it forward, but at the same token, everyone has their own needs, so I always like to ask is, how might other people be able to help you?
The key in our industry is loyalty. I don't want to take anybody away from some other agent that's doing a great job. But for people who aren't satisfied with what they're giving, the service or the products that they're given, I would just want the opportunity to help them and take a look. And for us, we really focus on advising our clients. If we think you're great where you are, we're going to tell you to stay there. So really just the loyalty part of it, come to us, give us the opportunity if you're willing, and we'll do the best we can to assist you.
Perfect. I think another big thing which kind of came out of 2009, besides branding, is the whole social media back and forwards. And I personally am on a lot of different platforms, but I always like to ask is, what tools do you currently take advantage of? And the last part, even more important, is if someone tried to connect with you, what would be the best way to do that?
Okay. It's too late here, that's what I'm shivering. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn. We have our website, stanford-insurance.com. We really leverage technology at our office, so any one of those means people can find us, and I'll get an email on my phone right away, and I'll disperse it wherever it needs to go, so pretty much anywhere.
Okay, very cool. Then anyway, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Sven.
And we can go into warmer weather now.
Yes, please.